Okay, so I've already done a broad attention about Milo Winslow, who sadly took his own life due to hate from self-proclaimed Christians and the LGBTQIA and lack of support from people in his community. He was from Lincoln, Nebraska. Right here is a trans man who was also from Lincoln, Nebraska. He was murdered in a different part of Nebraska. His name is Brandon Tina. Because of his sexual identity and who he chose to be and was proud of who he was as a person, he was assaulted, an R word, by two people that was supposed to have been his friends. And then they turned around and took his life to shut him up so that he didn't testify against them for what they did to him, because of the fact that he identified as a man but was physically a female still. This happened in the 90s. It looks like the hate in Nebraska has not changed much at all since the 90s. Now I'm about to bring attention to another person. This right here is another person. Her name is Gwen Horoho. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the last name right, but she was killed in the early 2000s because she identified as a woman. She was physically still a man, obviously, but nonetheless still a woman. And because what she identified as and decided to be and was proud of who she was as a person, she was ultimately murdered for who she was. Hate has not changed much at all since the 90s, 50s, early 2000s, or whenever it began. People, you gotta do better, because the community is either going to unalive themselves or their lives are going to be taken because of the hate that they go through and we sustain on a daily basis. So wake up, people. Do better. Change. That's all we want, is to bring change into this world full of hate. It's not okay. Like I said, do better. I might get some hate from this, but I don't care. Wrong is wrong and right is right, and I stand for the right.